World War I, the Great War, erupted in 1914, pitting the Allies, Britain, France, Russia, and later the US, against the Central Powers, led by Germany and Austria-Hungary. Over 65 million soldiers fought, and more than 10 million died in a conflict defined by trenches, machine guns, and stalemate. For the men in the mud, life was a relentless ordeal of fear, filth, and fleeting hope. On the Western Front, stretching from Belgium to Switzerland, soldiers lived in trenches, narrow, zigzagging ditches dug into the earth. These were their homes for months, 6 feet deep, lined with sandbags and plagued by water. Rain turned them into knee-deep mires. Rats and lice thrived. A British Tommy might wake to find a rat gnawing his boot. Food was meager. Bully beef, canned corned beef, hard biscuits, and tea brewed over tiny stoves. French poilus ate bread and watery stew, while German Lanzer relied on ersatz coffee and thinning rations as the war dragged on. Combat was a new kind of hell. Machine guns like the Vickers or MG-08 mowed down waves of men crossing no man's land, a scarred wasteland of barbed wire and craters. Artillery barrages, some firing 1 million shells in days, shattered bodies and minds. At the Somme in 1916, 19,000 British troops died in one day. Gas attacks with chlorine or mustard, choked lungs or blistered skin. Gas masks offered slim protection. Shell shock left men trembling or mute, a condition barely understood. Between battles, life was grim monotony. Soldiers stood watch, repaired trenches, or wrote letters home, censored to hide the horror. A French soldier might pen, "The mud is my blanket," while a German lamented hunger. Parcels from home, socks, cigarettes, chocolate, were treasures. Songs like "Pack Up Your Troubles" or games with muddy footballs broke the gloom, though officers frowned on fraternization. The 1914 Christmas truce, when enemies sang carols and swapped gifts, was a rare exception. Death was omnipresent. A sniper's bullet, a stray shell, or disease, trench fever, dysentery, could claim anyone. Medics worked miracles in field hospitals, but gangrene often followed wounds. Over 700,000 British, 1.4 million French, and 2 million German soldiers died, many buried where they fell.